What started as another Trump tariff move may be something much bigger. A 35% levy on Indian goods, rising space cooperation with NASA, and a quiet but rising geopolitical rivalry. This isn't just a trade story. It's about power, and this time it might be shifting east.
Trump slapping 25% plus a possible 10%, that's 35% plus tariffs on India. Let me tell you the real image that bothers people like Donald Trump.
That's Indian anchor Arnab Goswami, pointing to India's GSLV F-16 launch as more than a satellite mission. For many, it symbolized India's arrival on the global stage, and it came just days before Trump's surprise tariff hike on India. Coincidence or retaliation?
It is a symbol of rising Indian power. We're no longer a middle power, we're a great power. Even the Americans take a space ride on us.
As Goswami sees it, America's reaction isn't just economic, it's emotional. A once dominant superpower watching a fast-growing India bypass it in space, tech, and diplomacy. But is that the full story?
Trump has really done the U.S. a great deal of damage, and it's not just the economic damage, the cost of the tariffs or the uncertainty that's been interjected into the economic system. It's the loss of trust, goodwill, reliance, our effort to build closer relations with not just close allies already, but many other countries around the world. I don't think he sees that damage, but I think our businesses do, and I think it's going to have very long-lasting consequences.
Former National Security Advisor John Bolton says these tariffs aren't isolated. Trump's trade war has targeted allies and rivals alike: India, the EU, China, even Canada. The goal? Reciprocation. The result? Eroding trust and uncertainty just as global alliances are shifting.
And this is what Trump doesn't like. We are more than half the size of the American economy in purchasing power parity terms. We are, in PPP terms, a 15 trillion plus economy.
In PPP terms, India is catching up. That might explain why Trump's administration is pressuring India, not just for trade compliance, but to reassert U.S. dominance in a region where China is already making moves.
I think this broadening Chinese threat should tell countries along its periphery that they should act in concert to try and deter aggressive Chinese behavior.
India is caught in the middle, a strategic partner for the U.S. to counterbalance China, yet being targeted for tariffs by the same U.S. administration. That contradiction is not lost on Indian leaders or on analysts like Bolton.
Where do you think India-United States relations are going?
Unfortunately, I don't think there's enough strategic thinking in the White House to give you a clear answer to that question. These issues are siloed on the trade side. Trump listens to a certain group of people, and it's if he doesn't realize that sitting in New Delhi, for example, it's the issues are not siloed. They want to know why we're having these disputes on trade issues at the same time on security issues. There should be closer cooperation.
Bolton is blunt. The White House isn't playing a long game. Trump's team has siloed trade and security issues, while India views them as intertwined. Pushing tariffs while seeking military alignment sends a mixed message that could backfire.
Prime Minister Modi said clearly that we have said from day one that our action is non-escalatory. No leader in the world asked us to stop Operation Sindoor.
India, meanwhile, isn't backing down. Modi's sharp message to J.D. Vance that India will defend itself regardless of U.S. pressure reflects a new confidence, one that doesn't beg for approval. It demands respect.
It's very haphazard. It's put a lot of uncertainty into the international economy, and the uncertainty alone is having a negative effect.
From tariffs and tech to trust and timing, this isn't just a U.S.-India trade story. It's about the changing rules of global leadership. Trump may believe tariffs win deals, but in a world realigning on energy, AI, and defense, it may take more than bluster to stay on top.
It's Trump versus the truth. And the reality is that we are winning.
India's rise is undeniable. Trump's tactics are bold. But as the global south gains confidence and alliances shift, the bigger question isn't who wins the trade war. It's who defines the future. What do you think?